Hi, this is Reasons Are Several, a weekly podcast where one man takes pleasure in another man's pain. This is episode 204. My name is Matt, and with me is Neil. What's good, Neil?
I'm good. I'm freaking good.
I know you are.
I'm drinking some lemon tea.
So for the vocal cords for this show?
Yeah, I'm sure. Exactly.
Yeah, you're a professional.
Neighbor's dog just went crazy when I said lemon tea, so they're down. You know, they've seen the lemon tea commercials. They know. I'm doing splendid. I had quite an interesting weekend and week. I think you're going to be amazed. It's just over the top insane. But how are you doing?
Well, what happened?
Oh, no. I'd like you to go first.
Okay. I'm doing okay.
Mm-hmm.
Papa Matador is not... Well, he's doing fine now. Pompadour. I just call him Tone Loc. But anyway, Tone
Nice.
Loc.
Do you call him Tone Loc in real life?
I actually call him Loc, and I don't think he knows what the fuck I'm talking about.
That's hilarious because I call my dad the Mac Daddy.
Yeah, I think we talked about.
Oh, did
this
we? Okay, yeah. Because so everyone actually calls him Mac and thinks that's his name, but it's not.
And his name's what's his name? Isn't it like
Dave? It's not even close.
So he had to go in last week, middle of the week, for a heart procedure. I was not aware of how those things work, so it was very shocking to find out.
Well, what
exactly
happens is blood gets pumped in and out through it.
Yes, I know how a heart works.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know how the procedure works. I didn't know how the procedure works.
You know?
But now I know more, and it is shocking what they do. And it's one of those where you hear it and you're like, boy, they should be paid well, because the shit they're doing is just crazy. But and it just seems very unnatural what they're doing. I mean, it's like they're playing with a doll and just moving parts around. It's insane. But I've got to spend a lot of time in a hospital over the past week, which is really exciting.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, they're very kind of sad, boring places. I certainly have much greater, you gain greater respect for the people that work there when you're there, because you're just like, my job is so unimportant.
Right. Right. Yeah.
You fuck up and somebody dies. I fuck up and, nothing really happens. So it's not a big deal. But anyway, so the procedure took like 6 hours. So it was quite a lot of long waiting time sitting in this tiny waiting room.
There's not a bar nearby or something? You just kind of...
I stayed there nearby, like a good son should do. And but there was a whole another crew of people in there in the small waiting room for one guy who was also having some sort of procedure done. I don't know what, some heart thing. And he was having some problems. And I mean, it's nothing. I think he's fine, but they were going through a very big emotional roller coaster ride. And I'm sitting there like trying to watch the NCAA tournament and work and shit.
Right.
So I'm just off to the side by myself. And the stuff that was coming out of these people's mouths when they were just sitting around talking was hilarious. Because it was like, I'm doing shit, and then all of a sudden it's like, I don't know if it was Adderall or if it was meth or what she was on. I'm like, whoa.
All right.
What is going on over there?
Yeah. You should have just leaned over and said, yeah, my dad too.
Well, it wasn't the patient.
Oh.
It was just like somebody in their family.
That would have been even funnier. It would have been like, yeah, my dad too.
They're just airing their family, like laundry out there, hanging that out there for everybody to hear. Although, granted, it was just me. Everybody else was family in there.
Right.
They're like, yeah, I think, Tiffany gets out of jail. What are we going to do then? I was like, oh my God, what is going on over here?
You should have leaned over and said, can I suggest like a nice edible bouquet, perhaps chocolate dipped strawberries or cookies?
Candlesticks are nice.
Yeah.
And,
yeah, right. We need a chicken.
And then, so we go through this whole, I mean, it's like 4 or 5 hours of me sitting there and them coming and going in different ways. Cause there's probably at mass, at the peak time, there's probably like 12 or 14 of them there.
12 or 14 of the family members?
Yeah.
At one time?
Well, they're coming and going.
Right. No, so I know.
It's normally like between 6 and 8.
Oh, Jesus.
But when they're all there, it's up around 12, 14 people. Anyway.
There should be a family limit in those things.
Well, this room is very small too. It's not that big. So, at some point this sweet gal comes over and goes, "Is your person going to be okay?" I was like, oh, that's very nice.
You're like better than Tiffany, because Tiffany's still fucking locked up from what I hear.
Yeah, well, let's talk about Tiffany. What did she do to end up in the pokey? So
Of which you should have said, "Oh no, I'm just hanging out. I don't know anybody here."
I don't have any family here.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking
But
about.
do you know where I could score some meth?
Yeah.
I heard meth thrown out there. Is that
Yeah.
like a thing you guys have on you? So I just said, oh, I don't know. He's in surgery. He's been in there for a while. So I think everything's going okay, though, from what the updates I got. So then finally they come in and they're like, hey, you can go back and talk to the doctor.
And you were solo,
Just me. Yeah.
just you.
So I go back there. And of course they're like, well, why don't you come back here so it's more private? And I'm like, whoa, what are you going to tell me?
We
here?
don't need to be
You know?
private.
Yeah, right.
Why don't you come out here with my dozen new adopted family
I
members?
tell my family. They want to know. You can say it in front of me. You can say it in front of them.
That's right.
So I was like, okay, so we go back there. And so they said that everything went great with the procedure. Everything was good. So that was all great. So, he was just in recovery and in ICU and stuff. But I went outside to go to leave because, then it was kind of like all I could do for the night. I had to go home and come back in the morning. I go out into the waiting room and all their heads turn when I open the door. And I was like,
Yeah.
is this going to look like some sort of like end zone dance if I'm like, yeah, he's good?
Right.
Sorry about your guy.
Yeah.
But they all like looked concerned, and I said, he's good. Like the thing went well. And they're like, oh, thank goodness. And they're all, and they're asking questions about it and all this stuff. Oh, we're just, we're so happy for you. And I mean, it was just this hilarious like community bond.
Oh,
that
for
forms
sure.
In the waiting room. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. It happens at the vet too.
Oh, I bet.
Like if you go in with your dog and you don't come out with your dog, like everybody's
Oh,
like,
yeah. Done that with cats, and that's
you-
brutal.
you okay?
I told you about the second cat when I took her in. What are we doing to her today? Like,
oh, yeah.
well, not something she's going to enjoy,
Yeah,
but she won't really
well,
remember it, so it's cool.
Right. Yeah. Nothing too good.
Thanks for making me feel worse and more guilty. Appreciate it.
Right. What a cute little kitten.
Why does this guy keep bringing in kittens to be put down? That's weird.
First round of shots, no last round of shots.
Oh, God. Oh, man. Anyway, some of the other funny things that happened in the hospital is like at one point, I think this might have been before we moved hospitals for the operation, but no. It was at the current one. But I'm standing in the room kind of by the door, and there's somebody over there who's going to like do like a ultrasound and look at his heart and stuff. And there's another gal in there who's taking some blood.
Mhm.
And she turns around to me, the gal taking the blood, and goes, oh, he's got a wristband from the last hospital. He needs a new wristband. And I'm like, are you talking to me?
You're like, oh, I'll go get one.
So I just wait. I'm like, that was probably a mistake. So I
Yeah.
wait. And then she's doing something. She goes, we need a new wristband. And I was like, I don't. She goes, oh, you're not a nurse? I was like, no, I'm not a nurse.
That's
You
great.
work here. I'm not wearing scrubs. I mean, yes, athleisure wear is my fucking game, but I'm not wearing scrubs.
Right. Did that make you a little nervous? Like, wait, you don't even know who you're working with?
Right. So yeah, exactly. What are you doing to him again?
Yeah.
Final shots?
Are you sure you don't need another wristband?
Right. The other thing, it's funny also because you hear like other rooms.
Mhm.
And so like at one point I hear the nurse in another room and the guy's like, he's like 2 doors down. I hear him walk in and go, what are you doing out of bed? He goes, no, you need to get back in bed. You're in the hospital.
Oh.
Poor person.
Poor
So
guy.
disoriented or trying to make a run for it.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, I'll just fake confused. I'm trying to get out of here.
Yeah. What? Oh, Jesus, I didn't know.
Oh man, it was funny. And there was one other thing that I was going to share. And I don't know if I should share it because it is nasty.
I will say yes.
Do you want a nasty story? Okay.
Sure.
This guy, the surgeon, when he came in before we had the procedure, we did it
Right.
together.
Yeah. Like we
like-
had a
it's like-
baby.
Yeah, we had a baby.
Yeah.
You didn't do shit. Your heart's fine. So
That
he
one
came
part you were part of, you weren't even that good at. So I don't know what you're talking about.
So he comes in the room to tell us about what's going to happen the next day. It was the day before.
Mhm.
And he's talking about, what'll happen, what the recovery will look like, the progression, how long it will take, how many weeks, all that stuff, kind of run us through the gamut. And so I said, or he said, I'll share a cautionary tale with you. This, you really need to wait till 6 weeks before we can like kind of have an evaluation of how you're healed and how your chest looks and all that stuff. And essentially they like push on your chest to make sure it's really solid.
Yeah. They want to make sure that the silicone doesn't shift after the operation. They want to make, or
Right.
saline, depending which
he
way
wants
you
to
go.
have
Yeah.
even
That's right.
augmentation.
Yeah.
So he said, your breasts are all out of whack. What was that from? Oh, that was from, have you ever seen the movie Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid?
Yes.
Yeah, there's a moment where she passes out. He's like, your breasts are all out of whack. Anyway, boy, total tangent there. So he said there was a guy who came in during the summer. He was a big, like, boating guy. He had the procedure done. About 4 weeks in, he felt great.
Oh, no.
I think I'm okay. So I'm like, oh, no, this guy, like, went water skiing or something. Because the big thing they tell you is no heavy pulling or pushing.
Yeah, no bench.
Right, exactly. You got to leave the bench press alone.
Yeah, maybe squats, maybe.
Oh, absolutely squats. You can do whatever you want with squats.
Freaking max out on squats.
But he said the guy went and he wasn't even on the boat yet. He went to hook his boat up to the back trailer hitch by picking up the front end of the boat trailer
and crack.
He said it was like. Basically, the guy's chest exploded.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It was like a bomb. It's like a bomb went off, and there was like shrapnel. Shit was everywhere. He said it took forever to replace, and he said he doesn't have a sternum to this day.
Oh,
yeah. So let that be a lesson to you folks
just
when you get to the point where you're having.
Cube. Yeah.
Yes. Take your doctor's orders on the recovery. Take your time. Don't push yourself too much.
There are the times when doctor says no, don't. You have to wait. And that's the time to listen. There's the times when doctor says, well, we'd like to see you up and around in a couple days, but if it takes you a little longer, that's all right. Those are the days you're like, oh, okay, I can push it. Or whatever pain you can handle, you can do.
Yeah. But not this.
No.
You're not healed.
No.
You are jeopardizing a massive, massive setback and a huge problem. So,
and
it was
in
certainly
the chest
enough
is
to scare us.
important from what I hear. Like,
it can be
for
important.
Life.
Yes, for sure. Especially with the huge eagle that my dad has tattooed across his chest.
Did they get the seams right?
They got the seams lined up right.
Nice. It's now it looks like Finding Nemo. It's got one big eagle wing and one tiny little eagle wing.
It's that, or it looks like Frankenstein eagle.
Yeah, there you go.
There's a huge gash. But anyway, get well, Tone Loc.
Yeah.
Try to stay out of hospitals. They're not, God bless those people, but oh my God, it's just, those are hard places to hang out, and they're just boring and tough.
Yes. May I ask a couple questions?
Okay. I'll now take questions from the audience.
Great. So I don't know what that was.
Next question.
When will Dad be recovering with you? Not with you, like side by side.
Well, we have a whole plan
home?
worked out. We have to have somebody kind of hang out with him for a few weeks and kind of get him back on track before he's independent.
Gotcha. But I didn't know if you were going to invite him into your home or you were going to have somebody at his home after whatever happens first.
We're going to get him set up at his place.
Like,
because if he comes to my house, if he comes to my house, he's in the basement downstairs. We don't have a room on the main floor.
You don't have a restroom down there?
We do.
So
but
what do you? Did you want him to cook and clean?
No, but I just didn't want him to feel like if he ever wants to go somewhere, he's got to go up, 15 stairs or whatever it is to get,
Yeah, no, you're right. It's better that he's alone at his place. That makes sense.
He's not alone, you fucking bastard. He is going to have somebody there with him all the time, whether that be my brother or me or whatever.
Okay, when you say whatever, you're not going to get Tiffany that just
no
got
more questions from you. Next question, please.
You're not going to get Tiffany from the Clink to go take care of your dad. Here's some meth.
She's fresh out of jail. She
Bring
needs
your
a job.
family. Oh, that's
Come on. Don't give him any meth. That's not going to help his recovery.
No, you never know.
It'll make him feel better.
That's
sure.
right. That's right.
But, they do give you like Oxy and shit in there. That's cool.
So is your brother out?
Prison? Yeah. He got out like 6 months ago.
Is he out here?
No, he is going to be coming out.
Wow. Brutal kids.
What do you mean? Why brutal kids? He lives on the East Coast. What's he supposed to do?
Who's with Dad right now?
He is at the hospital being taken care of by professional caregivers.
I know, but who's there?
While I'm recording a podcast.
Who's at his bedside? Is your lady friend over there?
My lady friend is not there, no. We haven't really done visitors yet because he's just kind of, easing back into strength.
Gotcha. No, it sounds like you guys are taking good care of him.
God, that's just so much just fucking judgment in that statement.
I was waiting all day to have this conversation.
Oh, you're a dick. I should have never told you about this.
No. But we were very concerned. We were, because when you let me know, because I'm glad it didn't start how your other texts start. Like, what is it? Hey,
My dad?
Yeah. Would have been like, oh.
I wouldn't do that to my brother if that happened. And he was like out of town.
That would suck.
Hey, Dad, what? No.
But yeah, it's always, you always feel for people you care about when they're concerned about one of their loved ones being in a not a great place. So it was tough. However, we did do a guest spot on
there it is. I knew it was coming at some point.
Yeah, I had to build it up, but no. But I'm glad Pops is doing better.
He's doing a lot better. It's just it's a bit of a grind to get back to it, but it's all signs are good. He's really strong, and they're happy.
Is he gonna have to make a lot of changes, like in his life afterwards, as far as diet, exercise, or are they just like, hey, that's one of these things? Okay.
Diet for sure. They really want you to cut back on sodium and fat, and they really want you just exercising more.
What the hell fun is that?
Well,
God.
Did you see my tweet to you guys earlier today?
Damn it. No, I didn't. I missed it.
There was a quote at one point where one of you says something about having cake.
Yes.
And you go, we don't eat cake. We had sugar-free brownies the other day. I was like, that just sounds horrible.
They're not terrible, but they're
Live a little.
Great. I know. Well, I've been living a little too much. The problem is I realize I'm eating healthy, but I'm eating healthy for 6. So it's not going well.
Oh, well. At least you're staying away from that sugar.
Yeah. Well, most of the time. I had a couple donuts a couple weeks ago.
Oh,
they were so good.
Yeah, donuts are damn good. By the way, we forgot to say, so I'll just mention it now. If you want to tweet at us, @ReasonsAre, and Neil is @AngelsFreak7, the number 7.
It's true.
Speaking of sugar, hey sugar, let's talk some NASCAR.
On your beauty marks, it's time for the NASCAR Minute.
Yeah, boy.
Fuck yeah, fired up.
So this past weekend in NASCAR news.
Good start.
I'm telling you, that lemon's getting to me.
That's like when the guy just fucking blows the engine right out the gate.
That's it. I blew my engine right out of the gate. Martin Truex is back to his winning ways. And it looked like Kevin Harvick, he was favored to win, but then he got a little chippy with Kyle Larson. And it was kind of funny because Harvick was like, yeah, I'm going to show you, buddy. And then tried to push Larson out of the way. And Larson just didn't move. And then Harvick ends up putting himself in the wall. It's kind of like, yeah, you're like, oh, that's funny. He's like, yeah, I'm really mad at you. Oops, I wrecked myself.
It's like a big brother, little brother thing. Like he's holding his forehead so he can't swing at him.
Yeah. So it was not a very good race. But I believe Jimmy Johnson got his first top 10 in like the last 7 races.
He was on my fantasy team.
Oh, very nice. How is your fantasy team doing?
First place.
Nice. Getting after it.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm at.
I don't know. You don't. And I'm wondering if you're ever going to challenge me in this league.
I think my picks for Martinsville coming up are going to dominate.
Okay.
Yeah. And as far as let's move into like the beauty/fashion aspect.
It's my favorite part.
This is again for the guys because I went kind of girl heavy in the first few of these, so a couple for the guys. Mm-hmm. This is a little bit on the fashion sense. We may have touched on this before, but I don't really take comprehensive notes, so I don't know what I've talked about.
You don't take comprehensive notes. Your other podcast, Dark Angels and Pretty Freaks, go check them out. Your last episode was hilarious because Annalise brings it up and is like, I think you guys were talking about, and you're like, sure. I don't know.
I don't know.
You're almost like kind of brazen about it. Like, you think I fucking pay attention?
But I don't know because we peek behind the curtain and people may not know this. We talk or text and tweet and DM each other outside of the pod cast.
Yep.
I wanted that, very dramatic pause in between pod and cast.
And so sometimes we Dutch rudder each other. We do lots of things.
Right. So sometimes I don't know what we've talked about when we record or what you and I have just talked about.
Gotcha.
So, I mean,
it's all blending together.
Yeah. And now between the freaking Dark Angels and Pretty Freaks, Reasons Are Several, and Halos and Heathens, I have no idea what's been recorded, either video, audio, who I've told what to.
What's Halos and Heathens?
Oh, it's a vlog, Matt, and it's amazing.
Can I find it on YouTube?
You can find it on YouTube. And if you have a YouTube account, we'd very much appreciate if you went to youtube.com/Halos and Heathens and just hit subscribe. You don't have to watch a video. We just want money.
Just looking for a little.
Although
help.
it costs you nothing, just a
It's a
click.
it's a one click.
It's a one click. I'm a one
it or
click
ticket.
kind of guy.
Yeah. So fashion.
If you're not at the weight you want to be at, don't buy smaller clothes and try to stuff your sausage butt into it. Buy shit that fits and look normal because it'll look better in the long run. That goes for girls too, but I'm kind of just hitting up the dudes.
I think when I've been of a higher weight than I like now,
Mm-hmm.
I give myself a little extra room. So if I end up slimming down to the point where I'm swimming in my shirt, that's okay.
Yeah.
I'd rather have that problem.
Right. You don't want to wear you don't want to be muffin top on sweats. A little bit on your jeans because you carry a few extra pounds. That's one thing. But come on, just buy a bigger pair of jeans.
Yeah, don't be confused by the dress for the job you want, not dress for the body you want. Dress for the body you have.
Right. And don't think that by not buying the size 34 pants or 36 pants means you're not that size. You're just a sad person now trying to fit into a 32 or a 34.
Right.
You're that person now.
You're just embarrassing yourself.
And the
probably
people
your
around you. And it
significant
goes back to my other thing. You probably don't have the personality to pull that off.
Oh,
So just, not you. I mean, the people listening.
to pull off losing the weight to get back to that size?
No, you don't have the personality to try and shove yourself into a smaller pair
I
of
see what you're
clothing
saying.
and
I
look
gotcha.
ragged.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
I thought you were basically just shitting on everybody's
No.
fitness goals.
No, I wouldn't. No. If you want,
Okay.
you can fit whatever you want.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
take
saying.
Heed, take heed, Kevin Harvick, or what? I don't know.
That's
Is he
right.
fat?
No, he's not at all. It's funny because now NASCAR drivers are all in shape because they want to be thought of as athletes.
Yeah, except for Tony Stewart.
He's out. He's not a driver then.
I know. He can't.
I know.
He's off eating a fucking dozen donuts every day
That's
and
right.
trying to kill somebody. God.
Wow.
Fuck Tony Stewart. Anyway,
Jesus. So there you go.
That's
what I got for you.
I appreciate you.
We'll be back next week, and I appreciate you.
Okay. It's time to look at movies.
Oh shit, what the fuck is this?
Neil. We're going to look at 8 movies coming out in April.
Mm-hmm.
Share some details. Of course, you're going to take your best shot at guessing the plot based on the title.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that's all I had to say. Thought I had to say something else.
Fair enough.
Some of these you might know in advance,
Mhm.
so I'll leave it up to you on what you want to do with them.
All right.
First up, Avengers: Infinity War.
This I am looking forward to. This is a car movie where Nissan and Infinity go to head on who actually has a nicer car because they're owned by the same parent company. So it's kind of like Hurt Locker meets Fast and the Furious. It's going to be pretty intense.
So Nissan is just in play because they're under the same ownership as Infinity.
Right. So they're kind of like, look, you're just paying a lot more money for the same crap. So
Gotcha.
What's
and what's
going
the
on?
Avengers part? What does that mean?
those are the drivers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They're just called Avengers because that's Japanese for driver. Yeah.
God damn, you learn something new every day.
Yeah. Are you going to see it?
Yeah, sure.
Nice.
I'm not a car guy, but sure, I'll see it.
Vin Diesel's directing.
I hope he is.
Mm-hmm.
This version is
Mhm.
directed by Anthony and Joe Russo, who did the Captain America movies.
Mm-hmm.
So this stars a lot of fucking people.
Yeah. Do you even want to bother?
I was gonna say I can rip through them if you'd like. I was gonna say, do you want me to just do you think you could name the character when I name the actor?
I can try.
You ready?
Yes.
Okay, Robert Downey Jr.,
Iron Man,
Chris Hemsworth,
Thor,
Mark Ruffalo,
Hulk,
Chris Evans,
Captain America,
Scarlett Johansson,
Black Widow,
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Doctor Strange.
You're on a fucking roll. Don Cheadle.
Oh, Captain America's metal buddy. I forget his name,
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what his character is.
but he wears an Iron Man suit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Tom Holland.
I don't even know who that is.
Spider-Man.
Oh, okay. There you go,
The
Spider.
little squeaky voice Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Chadwick Boseman.
Black Panther.
Mm-hmm. Paul Bettany.
No clue. I don't even.
I don't know who
that is.
he is. I know the actor, but I don't know who he is in this.
Who is he?
It doesn't matter.
Oh.
Elizabeth Olsen.
I don't know. She's
Anthony-
another Olsen.
Anthony Mackie. She's one of the Olsen twins.
Yeah.
they have combined powers. Or Wonder Twins.
Right.
Anthony. Why the fuck haven't they figured out a way to bring Wonder Twins into some of this? Or is that not even in that universe? That's like its own.
I think that's like
cartoon thing.
Hanna-Barbera. No.
Damn it.
Oh, I don't know. They might be. I don't know, to be honest with you.
Or did they do? Oh no, it was something else. I was trying to think.
Yeah.
If they did.
No, that was
Anyway.
a porn.
Anthony Mackie.
Nope.
He's that Falcon.
Okay.
Is that what he called? I
Bird
can't
guy?
remember. Sebastian Stan.
Singer Skid Row.
Almost.
All right.
He got married and took their name.
That's right.
Denai Guerrera.
Don't know.
Letitia Wright.
No idea.
Both those last two were in Black Panther. One's
Oh,
his sister,
okay.
and the other's the main security.
Gotcha.
Dave Bautista.
He's in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, what? I don't know what his character is. Zoe Saldana.
She's in Guardians of the Galaxy.
She is. Josh Brolin.
Isn't he in? He's in. What do you call it?
Goonies.
Right. Isn't he in the new Deadpool? Is he playing?
Is he?
Yeah. What's he playing? What's his character?
He's playing Thanos in this one.
Oh, I'm confused with somebody else.
That's all right. Chris Pratt.
Yeah, the guy from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. Was it
Luke
Star-Lord?
Cage or something. Yeah, Star-Lord.
Well, you got like 7 or 8. That's not bad.
Whatever.
That's a lot of motherfucking people.
Mhm.
2 years after the Avengers were torn apart, the drivers
Yeah.
were torn
Well, the
apart
cars got ruined.
during the events of Captain America Civil War. So this is 2 years later. Thanos arrives on Earth to collect the Infinity Stones.
Yeah, that's what they call the balls.
For a gauntlet that will allow him to bend reality to his will. The Avengers must join forces with the Guardians of the Galaxy to stop him before his onslaught of destruction puts an end to the universe.
Wow.
If it puts an end to the universe, then he's gone too. So why would he do that? It's very
Because he's
self-destructive.
crazy.
He doesn't. Okay. This reminds me of when we were talking to Annalise's friend, the Skywalker, and I was
Ninja?
like, "Yeah," and I was like, "And who's that big dude?" And she's like,
Yeah.
"Thanos, you mean?"
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know.
Yeah. She's like, whatever. Yeah.
Like, this guy does not know what the fuck he's talking about. Yeah, I do not know. There's a lot of shit going on in this trailer. It's just, I mean, it's like everybody against this dude. So I don't know. It looks crazy pants. Are you going to see it at Skywalker?
Probably.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
You
it
got
depends.
time.
Depends on my mood.
Whatevs.
Yeah.
All right. I'll probably end up watching it at some point because of the kids, but I'm not in a rush.
But not into it.
No.
Begrudgingly. Yes.
Next up, Blockers.
This is a sports movie. This is all about the offensive line.
Yeah, the unsung heroes.
Yeah, and it's filmed from the level of their cups. So, because there's a lot of stuff that goes on at waist level.
You're
so
staring
it's-
at the ground a lot too, though.
Yeah, and so what they actually have, they have front side and backside cameras, so you can see the running back coming, and then it just shows what the hips do of a good blocker and how they block and where they block.
Ooh, God,
Yeah.
that gets me excited.
It's pretty solid.
So, not a dash cam or a helmet cam, a cup cam.
Cup cam, but out over the pants, not in the pants. You're not going to see
Over the pants.
Yeah, you're not going to see like a stray pube or anything.
Right.
Yeah.
It's wrapped around you.
It's
maybe,
legit.
Maybe attached to your girdle.
Yeah, it's not a joke. It's legit.
This is not a joke.
No,
Okay.
and it stars all ex-NFL players.
Okay.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah, all of them.
Oh my God, how are they going to get them all?
Well, they're going to have to dig some up, but
no.
they will all be there.
They're probably not going to have to pay some of them because they're so concussed they won't know what's going on.
Sadly, I did hear though that the production value isn't very good
Oh.
and the acting leaves something to be desired. But
I can imagine.
it's by first-time director Cam Newton. So
He
it's
had some time in the off
a
season.
lot of hype, but you going to
So
see
this
it?
Of course.
Nice.
Why wouldn't I
Nice.
see that? Sounds inspirational. I hope the soundtrack's good. This movie is called Blockers, but when you look at the poster for it,
Mm-hmm.
there's a
With the
picture
rooster?
of a rooster or a cock above it.
Yeah.
So you've seen this.
But not the movie. No,
Yeah, but you've seen the poster.
Cam hasn't released it yet.
Directed by Kay Cannon, Produced by Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg.
That's Kay Kamen. Hello.
Cam and produced by Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg.
Mm-hmm.
You know, stars Leslie Mann, Ike Barinholtz, John Cena, Catherine Newton.
You can't see me.
I say it like that because whenever one of my kids says that, they always go, John Cena. It's always exclamation points in the end.
Great.
I don't know why. Catherine Newton, Graham Phillips, June Diane Raphael,
Mm-hmm.
Hannibal Buress, Sarah Yu Blue,
Sarah Blue, you too.
Gary Cole, yeah, and Gina Gershon.
Not to be confused with Gary Coleman.
You know Gary Cole.
Nope.
You never saw Office Space?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
that
usually
guy.
come in on
Yeah.
Saturday. Yeah, he's been in a shit ton of other stuff. He was in Dodgeball. He was the main announcer.
Mm-hmm.
He was in the Brady Bunch movie.
Mm-hmm.
When three parents stumble upon their daughter's pact to lose their virginity on prom night, they launch a covert one-night operation to stop the teens from sealing the deal.
Or from
Cock blockers.
Yeah. Well, that's
You
weird.
like that?
Kind of a weird premise that it's their daughters. Like if
Why?
they were camp counselors, it's a little too.
Why? Because it's related to them.
Yeah, there's something that makes me feel funny about it.
It's not legit cock blocking because they're their parents. So
Maybe because it's the name. Yeah, maybe because it's the name. Maybe if it was more, but it seems like, is this really what you want to make fun of? Like your own kids? Like if it was someone else's kid, you're like, oh my God, we're responsible for these kids. We can't let them frickin' have sex.
But this is like a gimme. Of course, you don't want your daughters having sex.
Yeah, and then and why is it daughters? Why can't it be sons?
Because I don't know, they're trying to make more movies with women in them. as the
More
leads.
women that are in the leads. Now they're saying that the chickies can't make up their own minds about what they want to do with their bodies. And the parents have
Wow.
to.
Okay.
Yeah, this movie is lame.
This is
Good job, Cena.
thumbs down.
Not only can I
from
not
me.
see you, I'm not gonna see you.
I just figured with the people making the movie, some of the people in it sounds like it might be pretty funny. John Cena is tough because he always looks like he is trying just a little too hard.
And I don't know if you saw the preview for this, but it played in front of a YouTube video that I was watching. So so they kind of play to that. They're like, you don't even look comfortable. You don't look like a parent. You look like a cop. You look like you got your hair.
Right.
Yeah.
I saw that bit, yes.
So it kind of playing to, you're a square, you're not loose. So
Yeah, right,
I think it'll
right.
work to his advantage.
All right. But you're not watching it, so you won't know.
I saw that part and I feel
you-
disgusted now knowing.
Yeah, you feel oh, man. You were never really here.
I was here the whole time, bro. Is that the name of the movie?
That is the name of the movie. You were never really here. Want to take a stab at that one?
I do. Let me take a sip of my lemon.
Go ahead.
You were never really here is, oh my goodness. Got sidetracked about something else. You were never really here.
Do we need to take a side note here? You can tell me, or
No, it's okay.
Okay.
Is a story about a chicken who lays an egg.
Mm-hmm.
And then, oh my God.
Where are you going with this? You know what this is? This is a story about your brain.
I just spit on myself. The little chickie hatches out and grows up to be a big chicken and then gets taken out to be part of like chicken wings. Like it gets cooked into chicken wings. And the chicken parents see it served on the table and they're like, you were never really here.
Oh my God.
That's all that came to mind.
Why were the chickens ordering chicken nuggets?
No. The people who own the chicken conglomerate in their house, the chickens were out because it was free range chickens. They're not in little cages.
Thank God.
Yeah, and they let the mama chickens keep the little babies to raise them so they're comfortable, and then they take them and slaughter them so we can have them for chicken nuggets or spicy chicken wings. And it just happened to be that the human mom bought some chicken nuggets to bring home to her family because she didn't want to cook that night.
Wow.
And so the parent chickens could see through the window, and it's about them dealing with the fact that their owners ate their child, and they just try to fake themselves out by saying, you were never really here. Like you just didn't. It's easier to believe you didn't exist as opposed to dealing with the loss of my chicken.
You're trying to hold it together.
Yeah.
Can chickens cry? Is this like a solitary tear moment, like looking into the house from the outside the window?
They do like this really depressed kind of scratching at the ground.
They don't just like go.
Baka!
Yeah, sorry, nobody
Yeah.
could see that. I'm not going to see that movie.
Oh, because it's a little too deep.
Well, they're slaughtering chickens. I don't know.
Oh, you don't see the slaughter part.
Oh, well, great.
Yeah.
It's just implied.
You just see the little kid chicken who looks like a full-size chicken. Let's be honest.
So parents trying to prevent their kids from having premarital sex bothers you, but the slaughter of chickens is okay.
No, that bothers me. That's the whole
No,
point.
you don't want to see either.
No, why would I want? That's why you don't see the. It's not about stopping the
But you know what happened to them?
Well, the kids are going to get laid also. Eventually, it's going to happen.
I thought for a second you were doing a play on words there with laid, like laid and egg.
That's
was
pretty good. That's pretty strong. They're all going to get laid.
All right. The Real Movie, directed by Lynn Ramsey, stars Joaquin Phoenix. Haven't seen him in a bit.
Right? Phoenix, a bird, much like a
Rising
chicken.
from the ashes, but not probably fluttering its wings like I'm doing. Don't know why the arms went
Rising from the broken shell.
Okay. Ekaterina Samsonov.
Right.
Sounds like a hockey player. Alex Manette, John Doman, and Judith Roberts.
And remember, Minette is a breed of chicken.
No, it is not.
Yeah, it's also a type of rice. Minette rice. Oh, ba-ba-ba. Thanks,
Oh,
kids. Make sure to do your homework before homeroom.
We should. Well, thanks for watching, or thanks for listening to our show. A contract killer uncovers a conspiracy while trying to save a kidnapped teen from a life of prostitution.
Okay.
You were never really here.
Because, what? What did he
don't
do
know.
with her?
I don't know. It looks pretty dark, pretty gritty. How do you feel about Joaquin Phoenix?
I feel all right about him.
Okay.
How do you
Good
feel
take.
about him? I don't know. I don't know him. I mean, I heard he's done some nice work.
I'm fine with him. He's done some good shit.
I was more of a fan of his brothers.
Yes. Pour one out. I know you won't. You'll just pour it in your mouth. But
That's
you'll
right.
toast him.
I will. Cheers to you, Rio Phoenix.
I have been to the Viper Club. Have you been to the Viper Club before? In Viper Room, not Viper.
Wow.
Club. Viper Room in Los Angeles.
Now you're arguing with yourself. I have not.
It's not club. Yes, it is. No, it's not. It's a room. What? Well, of course it's a room. Anyway,
I have not.
I'm just showing off.
Fair
It's
enough.
just it's just a club in LA. It's like no big
Yeah.
deal. Whatever. So, are you going to see you? We're never really here.
No, but I'm kind of hungry for some chicken now.
Next up is Super Troopers 2.
Super Troopers 2. This is all about taking poops.
Super. No, it's not Super Poopers.
Oh, this is all about this is the vehicle that some of the people that work at Hooters get to go there. They're the Hooter Troopers. I don't know.
If you don't got anything, you can just pass. That's cool.
I want to see Super Troopers 2.
It's almost as if you start talking and just think words are going to
That's
figure
it.
it out. They'll
That's
come
all
out
I do.
in some direction.
That's all I do.
I just have to open my mouth and something funny will
Something will. I don't know if it's funny, but something's gonna come out.
You saw the first Super Troopers?
Yeah, I did. I'm a big fan.
Yes. So this is like they got the gang back together. It's all the same people.
Yes. And it was crowdfunded.
Oh, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's
Yeah.
funny. I'm going to see if I can try to not slaughter this name. Directed by Jay
Kandahar.
Chandrasekhar.
Yeah.
I think that's right. He directed the first one. He's
Yeah.
the cop that goes littering end,
Mhm.
that guy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Stars him.
He's
Paul
also the one that
Soder.
says, "Who wants a mustache red?"
Paul Soder, Steve Lemmy, Eric Stolansky, Kevin Heffernan,
That's the
Brian
guy with
Cox,
one leg.
Linda. What?
Eric Stolansky, this guy with one leg, who's on P90X.
No.
Yes.
It is?
Yes.
No. He's
yes.
in that movie?
Yeah,
Or just in this movie?
No, he's in both of them.
He's in the original?
He's-
I kind of forget the
He's
original.
Rabbit. He's the one who gets busted for stealing the Porsche.
Fucking way to go, Eric.
Yeah.
P90X to
He was.
Super
I think he
Troopers.
was in Super Troopers first.
Well, yeah, I don't remember when it came out.
Yeah.
Had to be a while ago.
Mhm.
That first P90X was like 2003, 2004. Somewhere in
Yeah,
there.
maybe even something like that.
Okay, Kevin Heffernan, Brian Cox, Linda Carter,
Mm-hmm. She was
Rob-
in the first one too.
Rob Lowe, Jim Gaffigan. I don't remember
Jim
the first one
Gaffigan was
nearly
in the
enough.
first one too.
I don't remember nearly enough of the first one.
Do you remember Jim Gaffigan?
I don't even know.
He's the
It's
driver
been too
with
long.
Meow.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Gotcha. After an international border dispute arises between U.S. and Canada, the U.S. and Canada, 5 wacky state troopers set up a new highway patrol station in the disputed area of Canada. Have you seen the preview for this?
I've seen one little preview with Jim Gaffigan because they pull him over again, and he's like, "Are you guys just fucking with me now?"
I saw a preview which shows them as like Mounties.
Yeah.
It looks pretty fucking funny.
Yeah,
I need to rewatch the original. It's been way too long.
it's a good movie.
All right, 2 guys watching that movie.
I'm going to the theater for that.
You are?
I want to pay for it. Yeah, I want them to get their money back to the peoples.
Good. You should go.
I'm going.
Don't see it at Skywalker because they're probably not going to show it there. And you're going to want to have something
Probably
to eat.
not. I'm going to want a big bowl of "You weren't here. You were
Right.
never here. You were never here." Nuggets.
Oh, God. I feel pretty.
Oh, you look pretty.
Thank you.
Yeah. I Feel Pretty is about a man who likes to dress up his penis in little, like in Barbie clothes and take it out and show it off.
I always forget to not take a drink of water right before you start doing
And
this.
he's also a ventriloquist, so he makes like he does like little penis.
Oh,
like,
no.
Yeah, so like he'll
He makes
lay
the
down.
penis talk?
Oh, so it's really cool. He has like this kind of like this big, almost like a muslin cloth, so he can kind of see through it with a little hole in it. It goes over him, so he can lay down like on a table, and then his little dressed up penis pops up through the hole, and then people walk by, and he like has these whole conversations with them.
That's
And-
penis control, too, because you got to like arouse yourself.
Oh yeah, well that's like the little depressing part. You know how there's always, even in fun movies, there's that little is that he's losing control, so he's jabbing like freaking liquid Viagra right into his junk to keep it erect, and then he thinks no one will like him if he doesn't dress up his penis, and he meets a
That's
woman.
his whole identity.
Yeah, he meets a woman who vajazzles herself, and she makes it because she has such good control. She can make it talk like her mouth, but it's her vajayjay. And so they meet each other doing like you know, kind of their little gimmick on a park bench somewhere, and they end up falling in love.
She can make it talk.
Yeah. I mean, she's a ventriloquist too. I mean, it doesn't talk, Matt. I mean, no sound comes out of it.
I understand how that works, but
All right.
just saying
I mean, her butt can talk on its own.
the visual you're creating is
Yeah.
pretty alarming. This is directed by Abby Cohn.
Wait a minute. Are you going to see it?
I don't know how I couldn't. And once I do see it, I won't be able to unsee
No,
it.
you won't. Especially the hair and makeup done to the penis. It's pretty realistic.
Is it going to win an Oscar for hair and
Oh,
makeup?
for sure. The googly eyes themselves are insane.
Oh, goddamn. Okay. This is directed by Abby Cohn and Mark Silverstein.
Mm-hmm.
Not to be confused with Shell. Fuck that guy.
Wow.
I hate Shel Silverstein.
Apparently you have a missing piece.
We've talked about this, haven't we? The book with the tree. What's
Yeah.
the Giving Tree?
Yeah. A kid's a
Yeah.
dick.
Kid's a total cock.
Yeah.
Stars Amy Schumer,
Mm-hmm.
Michelle Williams,
Mhm.
Emily Ratajkowski,
Oh, I saw the ad for this.
Rory Scovel, Adie Bryant, Busy Phillips, Tom Hopper, Naomi Campbell, Lauren Hutton, and Dave Attell. Love Dave Attell. Plot: Renee Barrett, an ordinary woman who struggles with feelings of insecurity and inadequacy on a daily basis, wakes up from a fall believing she is the most beautiful and capable woman in the world despite looking the same as she always has looked.
Mm-hmm.
With this newfound confidence, she is empowered to live her life fearlessly and flawlessly. So this kind of looks like your standard Amy Schumer comedy.
Yes, I saw the previews for this when we saw Black Panther.
Oh, you did?
And
Oh, okay.
I actually thought it was really funny looking.
Oh, it looks funny. I mean, she's hilarious, but it just looks like it looks like
Yeah.
she's not venturing off into any
No,
crazy
she
territory.
doesn't need
here.
to yet.
It's always kind of the same
Just
movie.
cash and checks.
Just cash and checks.
But
Right,
this will
stack and
definitely be in Netflix while I'm cooking, while I'm making, You Were Never Here
bill.
nuggets.
Don't you say it. Don't you say it.
Yes. Skinless.
God.
Skinless, boneless. You were never here. That's what I say to the skin and the bones. You were never here. Right in the fryer.
Boneless. Skinless, boneless. You are going to love this next movie.
Okay.
I look forward to hearing how you're going to describe it, because when you hear what it really is, it's pretty impressive.
Okay.
Corbin Nash.
Corbin Nash. Corbin Nash is a worm. A big worm.
Well, I hope so, because otherwise it's going to be a tough movie to watch. I think has this concept run its course?
Maybe. Oh god.
I think. Oh no, we might need to pause, folks. By the way, for what it's worth, I thought you were gonna do some sort of like Corbin Burnson and Steve Nash got married, and Corbin took Steve's last name.
Steve Nash.
Corbin Nash.
Okay, I said big worm so seriously.
Well, there was a dramatic pause, not a long one, but you were like, "This is a." Can you look at me? Can you look me in the eyes?
Yeah.
It was like this. You go, "This is about a worm, a big worm." Picture a worm
Yeah.
in a world.
It's his life story.
That's it.
That's it. In a garden.
I don't know that you can get much more.
No, it's a big worm. Oh god. Because in my head I thought it was so serious too. Oh. All right. Yeah, this
Okay.
might be the last one. I might be out of guessing.
That's fine.
Yeah.
There's only 2 more to go. This is directed by Ben Jagger, starring Dean S. Jagger.
Oh, and not to be confused with his brother
Mick?
Mick.
I don't think it's any relation. Corey Feldman.
Oh, snap, son.
Yep, I know you're already in. Malcolm McDowell, Rutger Hauer, and
Yeah.
Bruce Davison.
Wow. I don't know who Bruce Davison is. Davison.
You would know who he is. You'd have to look him up. You would know who he is. Searching a world of darkness for a truth he was never ready for, a rogue detective is murdered only to be reborn, the ultimate killer.
Oh.
This is long, sorry. Oh no, it's not that long. Embracing his destiny, vowing vengeance on all that destroyed his family. He is Corbin Nash, a worm. Demon Hunter.
Nice.
No, he is Corbin Nash, Demon Hunter. Wait till you see Feldman in this trailer
Is
or
he
in this movie
yoked?
when you see it. He looks like some sort of crazy vampire in drag or something.
That's so pretty much the way he always looks.
Kinda. Do we need to do the fish dancing?
Yeah.
And I love that they bring in Rutger Hauer because this kind of has a similar concept to like the Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie, which I love so much.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But obviously not as campy and funny. This is
Right.
meant to be more serious.
For sure.
So, any interest in seeing Corbin Nash?
Oh, I'll definitely take a peek.
Yeah.
This is up there. I mean, I think we should add this to the list of movies we haven't yet started. This is up there with the Steven
Ooh.
Seagal.
Let's put it on the list.
Yeah.
Corbin Nash is on the list for whenever we ever get around to doing
big
that
worm.
segment. Someday, big worm. Not a small worm.
No.
Mind. 2 more.
All right.
You don't have to guess them.
No,
Next up is Beirut.
no, I got
Also about a worm,
right. No.
but in the Middle East.
I was gonna say that this is what Drakkar Noir was gonna release after Drakkar Noir was or Drakkar was,
Beirut.
yeah, it was Beirut.
You smell like Beirut. That shit's good.
Yeah.
This is directed by Brad Anderson.
Oh, Brad.
Written and produced by Tony Gilroy of Bourne Identity.
Of Bourne Identity fame, exactly.
Mhm. Stars John Hamm,
John Hamm.
Rosamund Pike,
Oh,
Dean Norris, Shea Wiggum, Larry Pine, and Mark Pellegrino. Love his waters.
yeah, solid.
In 1980's Beirut, Mason Skiles, who is John Hamm, a former U.S. diplomat, returns to service to save a colleague from the group responsible for the death of his family.
Oh,
So this is a very tense and taut.
wow.
I just wanted to say taut.
Jesus.
Political, military type thriller type movie.
Nah.
God, I don't know how you don't like those movies. I love those movies. I will definitely be watching Beirut, and I will be wearing it during
you
the
watch
award
it.
season next
Nice.
year. Finally, Rampage.
Oh, is this about the video game?
It is.
Okay.
It's loosely based off the video game, they said. Directed by Brad Payton, who did San Andreas.
Is The
So, you
Rock
know,
in this?
Just wait for it.
Oh, okay, sorry.
He did do this. Brad Payton guy did San Andreas,
Okay.
also starring The Rock. So this guy just does like small independent films.
Yeah.
Stars Dwayne Johnson, Naomi Harris, Malene Ackerman, Joe Manganiello, Jake Lacey, Marley Shelton, and Jeffrey Dean Morgan. This has a long plot summary, so bear with me.
Okay.
Primatologist.
I'll do my best to not interrupt.
You do whatever you got to do.
All right. Primatologist.
UBU. Primatologist Davis Okoye shares an unshakable bond with George, an extraordinarily intelligent silverback gorilla that's been in his care since birth. When a rogue again.
Rogue One.
When a rogue genetic experiment goes wrong, imagine that.
Henceforth rogue.
It causes George, a wolf, and a reptile to grow to a monstrous size.
Oh.
As the mutated beasts embark on a path of destruction, Okoye teams up with a discredited genetic engineer and the military to secure an antidote and prevent a global catastrophe.
Catastrophe.
This sounds
fantastic.
Doesn't it, though?
Yeah, it's like Sharknado.
This sounds and looks just fucking ridiculous. Like,
how could you go wrong with this? All they need is Vin Diesel riding on the water in a motorcycle.
Wait till you see the wolf.
Really?
Oh my God. It just looks real. I mean, it's real, just monster movie type.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Is it supposed to be? I mean, is that what they're playing up?
I mean, it's not supposed to be some sort of satire or anything. They're legitimately trying to make a beast movie that is an action-packed thrill ride. You know? Taut. Very taut.
Looking at this guy looks like a kind of a mini King Kong.
Yes, exactly.
Oh my goodness. Does that wolf have wings?
Oh fuck, I don't know, you might. I just saw bits of the trailer and it looked
I think it's like a flying squirrel / wolf.
Squirrel. It's a squirrel wolf? How do you say that?
Yeah, wait, do they have any wing? They got to have like winged little
worms?
Lizards. No, big worm.
The worm would have made sense here.
Yeah.
You know?
This is weird.
It is. It is weird. Or as my 6-year-old would say, weird.
There's a winged wolf that jumps off a cliff trying to get a helicopter.
Yeah, I saw that scene. I didn't know he was winged.
Like wings like a flying squirrel wings, not winged like a
right,
butterfly.
like a wing. It's like a wingsuit.
Webbed. Yes, exactly.
Webbed. There you go. I think we spent enough time on Rampage. That's it for the month of April.
That's it for the month of April. You said it so kind.
Thank you, everybody, for listening to our show. You can find our website at reasonsareseveral.com. You can find us on iTunes and Stitcher and all those places and go review and subscribe and tell somebody about it and whatever you'd like to do.
Do it.
Tweet at us at ReasonsAre and at AngelsFreak7. You can email us at reasonsareseveral@gmail.com. We will be back next week. Neil, it's been a pleasure. Tone Loc, get well soon.
Exactly. Heads up, Pops. We love you.
There you go. Pompadour.